Nellie Baxter, 1879 to 1950. My name is Nellie, and I am the daughter of immigrant parents. My mother was only 4 years old when she journeyed from Holland to Chaska in 1863 with my grandparents. Don't think of my grandparents as being the usual poor immigrants, not at all. My mother's parents brought with them a substantial wealth. My actual birthplace in Chaska seemed lowly. I was born in a brewery, but it was a house my father had bought and turned into a beer business. My grandfather became prominent in Chaska, buying farms outside of the town and a grocery store within the town. My grandfather was the overseer of the county poorhouse. Do you know what a poorhouse is? It's a sad place where those who could not provide an income for themselves were sent and then provided for by the county. My grandfather ran the poorhouse for Carver County, which was about halfway between here and Cologne. I did not grow up in Chaska, though. My mother and father moved to Long Prairie, and I was schooled in Little Falls. Back in those days, most girls did not finish high school, and it was rare for a young woman to go on to college. But I did. I attended the St. Cloud Teachers College. My mother was a teacher for 16 years in Long Prairie, and I wanted to be like her. You see, my parents were divorced in the 1880s, but let's not dwell on that unpleasantry. So back to Chaska my mother and I went. I was 21 years old and my grandfather had just died, and mother and I took over his grocery store at 107 West 2nd Street. That store was to become my life's work. Mother and I moved into the rear of the building. In the front room, we sold groceries to the town. We had plenty of the newfangled canned goods, barrels of salted fish, flour, and sugar. Farmers brought in their eggs on Saturday, and I had so much fun setting up the eastern side of the store. I dedicated it to goodies, penny candy, sweets, and ice cream. I set up 2 easy chairs in the middle of the goodies, and I invited the children to come in on Sundays and read the funnies from the paper. I became known around town as the ice cream and candy lady. Our business thrived, and I knew that I had become a good businesswoman. I never did get married. There were rumors about me and the local veterinarian, but that will remain a lost history. The year 1919 was such an exciting year for me because women got the right to vote. I decided not only to vote for the first time, but I would run for the mayor of Chaska. Oh my gracious, did I ever shock a lot of people. Imagine a woman thinking she could run the town. Well, a lot of people could not imagine a woman running the town. I lost the race. But that experience, it lit a spark in me and I joined the Republican Party and within a few years was the chairman. Other women in Chaska were getting excited about ladies having to vote, and we created the local League of Women Voters, and I was their first league president. I was involved in creating the city library. I was president of the Red Cross and president of the PTA, and I helped bring a Chautauqua, which is a traveling show that brought entertainment and culture to town. All these commitments while running my very popular business. But time rolls on, and the 20th century heaped up years on me, and it took a physical toll. I managed my store until 1948, when I was 69 years old, and then I sold it to Leonard Lano. My health declined, a fractured hip, and then a paralytic stroke, and I passed away at age 71. I was a force to be reckoned with in my time. I wonder what I could have accomplished in your time.